Boys will be boys. Here we are. We're back for season 2. You missed us. We missed us. Great.
You heard it here. Back by popular demand. We were renewed by the YouTube network.
Yeah, the studio brought us in.
Yep. The studio execs.
They said they like the numbers we're pulling.
We're pulling good numbers. They like the direction we're headed. We showed them our fiscal plan.
They increased our budget.
We have a bigger budget this year. Bigger, better,
stronger, harder,
faster.
Thicker. Boys will be boys. Now, Brian and I are not friends outside this podcast.
In fact, we're enemies.
Yes. So we haven't seen each other since the climactic season finale of Boys Will Be Boys season 1. What's new with you, Brian?
Well, let me see. It's been a couple weeks, maybe a month or so, and I've been really getting my life together.
How's your son?
My son is doing. I don't know if you know. He grew up really fast.
Yeah, isn't he biologically older than you now?
Yeah, he has surpassed me in age. He's a 47-year-old man. So that's been really interesting, raising a 47-year-old man. But he's great. We do a lot. We play catch.
Have a catch. That's nice.
Have a catch, father-son catch, and watch the game.
Oh,
Pop
the
on
game.
The game. Yeah, the game.
I love the game.
Great father and son stuff. And I've been spending most of my time with him. I got in a couple street fights and
dangerous.
And and watching some Netflix.
Overall, quality time with quality family.
What's new with you?
I actually have a special guest here that I'd like to introduce. I got a little kitty cat.
Oh, kitty.
Her name is Love. Love, why don't you say hello to the viewers? She's a little shy.
We'll get her there.
We're going to hear more from her later on in the show. That's pretty much all I've done. It's just milking her, getting my cat milk operation off the ground.
Naturally.
And getting that in order. I've also been booking some excellent guests for this season. For our new viewers or listeners,
right.
and or.
Good addition.
That's
great.
That's
great.
great.
We have fun.
Each episode.
Each
episode, Brian and I will each book a guest for the other to interview. These guests all are Brian's neighbors.
Yeah, we pulled...
Oh, that's little Love with her little jingly bell.
Jingling. Yes, that's how the show works. We go on my street, door to door. We like to think of it as a grassroots movement.
Sweeping this nation. Feel the Burn 2016.
One knock at a time. At a door.
So, without further ado, let's get to our first guest.
Let's get to it.
Whom I have booked.
Good grammar.
Thank you. He's a very ambitious young man, and I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, we don't get a name or anything like that?
Not yet.
Okay.
You'll have to ask him yourself.
Okay, let's do that.
Boys will be boys.
All right, so we are here with the very first guest of the season. Hopefully we'll start it off.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Wow. Well, I was going to introduce you, but I will just go ahead and do that now. I have sitting with me here a very ambitious boy. That's all it says on my card. His name is Billy Furtado.
It's me, Billy Furtado. Vote Billy Furtado for class president.
Oh, okay.
2016.
So, Billy, you are running for class president.
Yes.
Where do you go to school?
Gutierrez Elementary.
Oh, you almost said high school. Well, how old are you, Billy?
It's unclear.
It's unclear how old you are?
Yeah, I'm a bastard. So we don't know which dad is mine. And so my mom doesn't know when I was conceived.
That shouldn't affect how old you are.
Life begins at conception. That's one of my platforms that I'm running on.
Okay, you know what? Let's get right into your platform then. You're running for class president of an undetermined grade.
5th.
Oh, 5th grade, but you don't know how old you are.
Correct.
Okay, so you're a step away from middle school.
Right. I'm going into the real world now, and I need to get some experience on my resume.
6th grade. That's where it starts.
That's what I'm saying.
Start them early. Isn't that what they say? Start them early?
Start them early. That's my campaign slogan.
Start them early.
Because I want to... Can I launch into this right now?
You know what? Sure. You can have the mic.
I want to start my classmates early. I want to get real jobs for real kids.
Jobs while they're in 5th grade?
Yes. I'm working out with the teachers, a work-study program.
You're working out with the teachers?
Yes.
Do you have a gym on campus?
We do. And I want to get more than just machines. I want to get free weights. And I want to get treadmills.
Any ellipticals?
Ellipticals don't really work you out as much as treadmills because it's too much momentum.
Oh, okay. You need the high impact.
What?
Go on.
No, what did you say?
I said you need, because treadmills are more high impact running.
That sounds dangerous. I'm going to have to meet with my secretary about this.
Your secretary?
Ashley.
Ashley? Is she a girl in your class?
No, she's in Mr. Gutierrez's class.
Mr. Gutierrez.
Yeah.
Don't you go to a school called Gutierrez Elementary School?
Okay. There was the original
explain.
Mr. Gutierrez.
Who founded the school.
Yeah.
When was this?
He founded the school like 100 years ago. I don't know.
Okay.
His son is a teacher now. And I want to talk about the new Mr. Gutierrez Jr. Part of my campaign is to get rid of him because he's just using his connections to corrupt our schools. And it's nepotism, and I don't like it.
And not to mention, he must be a very old man by now if his father founded the school 100 years ago.
Yeah, he's 1 foot in the grave.
Wow. 1 foot in the grave, huh?
Yeah, they have a grave in his office.
He's always got a foot in it.
And he keeps one of his shoes in it.
Just in case, you never know.
Yeah, because then you can slip him right into his shoe.
Any moment.
At any time.
Okay, so you're running for class president for, is this school-wide or class-wide?
Well, 5th grade is the highest, so I would be the most important politician in my district.
In your district. Okay.
But mainly I would just be representing Gutierrez Elementary.
Oh, I see. So are you... Who are you running against? Do you have other candidates that you're debating against?
I've been running unopposed, but the teachers do not want someone with my skills in the office. They know I'm going to be shaking the boat, rocking the bottle.
You're an agent for change, it sounds like.
Yeah, a grassroots movement, as we said.
We've been talking a lot about grassroots movements on the show as of late, and I'm so glad.
I have a squadron of moles on my side, and they're going to be moving the grassroots underground because we need to get more ecologically sound in this school.
So I'm going to back you up for a second. You have a squadron of moles, the animal.
Yes.
I'm assuming. Not like secret agent moles.
Correct.
These are the like gopher-like creatures.
Yes.
I feel like we talked about moles once on the show before.
That doesn't ring a bell to me.
Okay, I must be mistaken. So
I've never been on the show before.
That's right. So you have moles.
A squadron.
A squadron of moles. How many moles are we talking? Like a dozen moles?
Like a solid squadron.
That doesn't give me a numeric.
It's over 20, under 50.
Okay, that's what constitutes what a squadron is. Okay.
Legally, yes. I've been zoned by the city to have, quote unquote, a squadron of moles, and legally defined, a squadron is between 20 and 50.
And then once you get over the 50, what does it become?
That's a legion.
A legion of moles. That almost sounds like ominously dark.
Yes.
But I guess that's never happened before. There's never been a legion of moles.
And I'm fighting to make sure that it never happens.
Oh, that's one of your campaigning points?
Yeah, because the teachers are propping up this false candidate, and he's just in their pockets, and he's going to do whatever they want, and there's going to be no change.
Who's this false candidate?
Lil Donnie.
Now,
His
I don't know about.
His name is Lil Donnie.
Oh, this isn't like a smear campaign?
No, it's not like Lion Ted or Lil Marco.
That's what I thought it was.
No,
Lil Donnie.
They legally changed it to Lil Donnie because they thought they could appeal to the female vote because they thought it was cute sounding.
So he's not actually little.
No, he's the biggest kid in our class.
Oh, so it's like like a gangster name. How you say like Little Bob, and he's like a really obese man.
He was held back 3 years. He should be in 8th grade.
Oh, whoa! So he's like 13 years old.
Yeah, he's really not smart.
Well, how is he? So he's running for class president, and how is he getting votes then if he's not?
Because all the teachers are telling their kids to vote for him.
Oh.
It's like the whole superdelegate situation. It's not fair.
So you do superdelegates.
Yeah, each classroom has elected one superdelegate to represent their vote. Are you following me?
Yeah.
Okay. And during the election season, the popular vote is viewed by the superdelegates who then vote amongst themselves. It's corruption.
Oh, totally clear. I understand exactly what you're saying.
That's why I'm going on a media campaign tour, and I'm spreading the truth about the lies that are happening at Gutierrez Elementary, GE.
Now, speaking of lies, you, as we know, are running for class president of your 5th grade school. Abortion. Thoughts?
As I said, life begins at conception.
Okay.
That's why we don't know how old I am. We don't know when I was conceived.
Have you ever tried to figure this out?
I've seen lots of tapes, and I've rewatched, and I cannot tell which...
Tapes, you say?
Yes, my mother has a fetish.
I don't like...
She films herself during the coital moment, and
coital moment.
She zooms it in.
Okay. I think we see
when the sperm comes out.
We get it.
And I've been looking at this tiny little clip of sperm and trying to see which little one was me.
Billy, it's okay.
Who's my dad?
It's okay, Billy. We'll touch on that later. I don't want to get into your personal life. Let's focus on your professional life. We're using this as a stage for your campaign.
Right.
What would you like to say for the voters out there who may be undecided?
I'd like to say we are the 99%, okay? We could get a 99% in school, A+.
That's math.
If you vote for me. Okay?
Are you telling your voters right now that if they vote for you, you will change their grades to an A?
I cannot guarantee anything. However, my proposals include changing everyone's grades to A+, 99%, because if it's 100,
is that
100,
legal?
I'm going to make it legal.
You're going to change the law?
I'm going to change the law. I've got lobbyists in Sacramento working day in and day out to get this pushed through Congress.
You're well connected.
I'm very well connected. I've got one teacher who's a mole, not the animal mole, but he's on my side.
Oh, okay.
And he's trying to get intel for me.
On your other candidate, are you trying to dig up dirt? Is that what you're
trying to
like a mole would?
The conspiracy. Moles dig dirt. My teacher digs dirt.
This is starting to make sense.
That teacher, Mr.
Humphrey, yeah,
he's on my team. He comes over to my house and he helps me dig actual holes for the moles to start already a little bit underground, and then they can like dig deeper.
You seem to be focusing a lot of your time and effort on this whole mole situation when I feel like it might be better used put towards your campaign, maybe to raise voter awareness.
The moles and the campaign go hand in hand, and I will not drop that, okay?
It was just a suggestion.
A critical tenet of my campaign strategy.
So I have to say, I've driven by Gutierrez Elementary School multiple times. I drive to it on the way home from God knows where, events, shopping, who knows. And it is not the most funded school, I would say. It seems to be, there's graffiti on the walls, there's trash just kind of
floating about. I didn't want to get into this right now.
Yeah.
But this conspiracy goes up much higher than just my school.
Conspiracy?
It's the school district.
Oh, wow.
Possibly even the California Secretary of Education.
And who's that?
I don't know. It's a shadow figure.
It's a shadow figure?
Like, literally. It's like in Peter Pan, the shadow. It's like a monster that's just a shadow. Okay,
so this isn't a human entity.
I mean, I can't speak to that personally. I've never seen it.
This is just all hearsay.
I have heard tell. The stories I've heard are bone-shaking, to say the least. Bone-shaking, to say the least.
What would you say the most?
Bone quivering.
Okay, so we have a range here.
Well, quivering is smaller than shaking. What would you think is more than shaking? Tremble?
Tremor. A
bone
tremor.
The bone aftershocks.
Or perhaps a quake.
Bone quaking. Bone shaking and bone quaking. Let's move on.
Billy, are you okay?
I don't feel good.
It's okay. What I was just getting at is the school. It seems like it's in need of someone to help bring it out of the trenches.
I give this message to my constituents.
Yes.
My possible constituents.
Possible, yes.
Possible. If elected, I will obtain the white sword from the hidden cavern, and I will strike down the shadow puppet who is leading this educational system, and I will reign supreme, and light will shine upon us all. Education and learning, and eventually we'll all be getting the good jobs that are going to right this economy.
Billy, there's a lot of talk of these shadow figures, and now a light sword and some sort of quest. This sounds an awful lot like a cartoon or a video game.
This is real. This is my real life. This isn't a fucking joke.
Okay, let's all just take a moment, take a breather. I think it got a little heated. I understand you're very passionate about your platform.
Let's talk about healthcare. I think the nurses are in on this conspiracy. Okay.
Well, do you have any information to back this up? We shouldn't run around throwing accusations. Unfounded.
Okay. We were at recess. Okay, you hear this?
All right, let's paint the picture. You're at recess. What day is this?
This is Wednesday. Okay?
What time of day are we
Sloppy
talking?
Joe Day, Wednesday.
What time of day? Is the sun out?
The Sloppy Joe Day.
What's the temperature like outside?
75.
75?
Nice
Is breeze going by? So maybe it feels like 72, but in reality, it's 75.
There was a 3-degree wind chill.
Okay. Precipitation?
20% chance of rain.
Okay.
Later in the evening, but it was nice and cool.
What season are we in?
Spring.
Okay. I feel like I have a pretty good picture.
Okay. I'm at recess.
Right.
Okay? I'm up on the big toy. Of course, I'm going to play the fool.
What's a big toy?
You don't know what a big toy is?
I don't know. That's a very vague. Is that a jungle gym? Is that a slide?
It's like one of those jungle gyms that has a whole bunch of stuff attached to it.
So you could say it's the big toys.
No. I'm not going to budge on this.
Well, one could say if there's multiple toys on this apparatus.
It's one big toy with several facets. We're getting off on a tangent here. I go on the monkey bars, okay? I'm playing the fool. I'm gonna do a cool stunt for all my friends, try and win some votes.
Okay.
No. I fall. I skim my elbow.
Uh-oh.
I gotta go to the nurse.
Did you cry?
No.
Oh, you're tough.
No, I didn't.
You're a tough boy.
I didn't cry.
I believe you. You can stop telling me. What happened next?
So I go into the nurse, and I'm looking just for quality medical treatment,
maybe
like any
a
American.
Band-Aid, Neosporin.
Of course, I don't want to get an infection.
Of course not.
Okay, so this nurse looks at me and she says, "I need to talk to your mom." And I'm like, "It's just a Band-Aid. Why you gotta call my mom for that?" So I'm a little skeptical from the get-go. I give her my mom's phone number. She never calls. She gives me a Band-Aid, no Neosporin. I say, I don't want to get infected.
Wait, she gives you a Band-Aid with no Neosporin?
Right. I think that they're trying to get my arm infected.
What kind of dump is this?
Exactly. They're trying to get my arm infected so that I die and cannot enact the change that I've been discussing.
I'm on board with you now. I was skeptical, but that's the last straw, to be completely honest. Leprosy?
Also, why did they get my mom's phone number from me?
And never called her?
Yeah.
What's going on here, Gutierrez?
I'm calling you out. Billy V. Gutierrez, Dawn of Justice.
Day versus night. So, Billy.
Yes.
How's your home life?
It's just me and my mom. I'm trying to find my dad. I'm watching all those clips of the tips of
Yeah, no. We covered that.
My mom.
What do you like to do? We talked about your professional life. What do you like to do in your free time?
I like to develop campaign platforms for like-minded candidates. We're developing a worldwide network of kid politicians.
Kid politicians?
Right. because we're going to be the next generation.
Who else have you gotten? Who's on the team so far?
Our greatest success story so far is Barack Obama.
Wait, President Barack Obama?
Did he make it?
Yes, he did it. Where have you been for the last 8 years?
Oh my God, we got him in.
You're responsible for finding Barack Obama?
I just put him in the Senate. I didn't know he was going to be the president.
How'd you put him in the Senate? You're a
very
9-year-old
well
boy. Or thereabout. We don't know for sure.
Well, we don't know. My mom has tapes.
No. You told me about
20 years, okay?
I
I could be 25 right now. I don't know.
I have to say, you do have facial hair. You have a giant beard, which I didn't want to bring up, but I thought since you're at an elementary school, I didn't want to bring it up.
But still, that other kid is bigger than me. I don't understand.
Little Donnie?
Little Donnie's bigger than me. I have to be maybe a teenager, but not as old as 13. Let's move past the age question.
I just feel it's important. If you're running for president, aren't there certain age requirements? Are you a citizen? Do you have a work permit?
This is not going to be some
These
scandal.
are the hard-hitting questions you have to answer.
I didn't come here for Chris Matthews, Hardball.
What do you have to say about the scandal?
Which one?
The scandal
The shadow?
No, the scandal that happened last week. It was all over the news.
I did
know the one I'm talking about.
Sexual relations with that woman.
Ashley came out on the news and she said,
"We are."
Let me finish. Excuse me.
Let
me finish.
Associates.
I am not
most.
done. Ashley came out on the news and said, I have the quote in front of me. That little Billy, that little jerk, he's the one who gave me it. He's the one who gave me herpes. He's the one who did it. I'm 100% sure. And then that it trails off into...
Everyone's looking for their 15 minutes of fame, okay?
Well, these are important things, because how can the public have confidence in someone with all these scandals?
How can the public have confidence in the voice of a 10-year-old girl? Unsubstantiated claims. I'm much older than 10. Probably.
Are you? Do we know that?
I think I'm a more reliable voice. I do good for the public.
What have you done? What type of community services have you provided?
I got the big toy remodeled.
Again with the big toy, okay.
We got sand instead of wood chips. That was me.
Now, that kind of seems like a downgrade to me. I feel like wood chips...
Have you ever accidentally breathed in wood chips?
Have you ever accidentally breathed in sand?
No, only wood chips. I'm trying to get an extra vending machine on campus. I'm working with vendors right
drinks?
now. Both. It's a combo.
Ooh, that's pretty nice.
It dispenses candy like a Pez dispenser, but as like one giant Pez dispenser. And then it's also one of those soda machines that's like a computer screen and you can pick like 50 sodas.
That sounds expensive, Billy.
I've been grassroots raising funds.
With the squadron.
I've got my squadron underground looking for lost change.
At any... Okay.
To fund this project.
At any point, will you upgrade to a Legion?
As I've said, I'm currently not zoned.
Oh, you need the
I haven't
permission?
received permission from apparently old Barry Obama.
Oh, is this a federal doctrine that you need?
The Supreme Court holds a child may only possess a Squadron of Moles, and a Legion is reserved only for emergencies.
Okay, this is starting to make more sense now. I'm starting to connect the dots here. So
I'm. Can I just take the mic for a second?
Oh, you already have. So yeah, you're holding the mic.
I'd like to make an impassioned plea to the government of this great United States of America. Qualify this as an emergency.
Okay,
so that I can have a Legion of Moles to help fight the battle against the shadow corruption.
You're pointing a lot and waving while no one can see you. It's just your voice. It's okay. You can put your arms down. I know you're passionate.
Okay. I need a Legion of Moles so I can ride into the Lost Cavern, get How else am I supposed to burrow into a cavern?
What cavern? What?
It's where the light sword is hidden.
This is ridiculous, Billy.
I get the light sword. I go up to Sacramento. I kill the Secretary of Defense.
You're talking about murder?
Secretary of Education.
In the first degree?
You can't murder a shadow. You can only murder a human.
You said kill.
Yeah. Kill and murder are different. You don't murder a fly.
All right, let's go down this path. What's the difference between murdering and killing?
I thought you were on board with my plan.
I'm 1 foot in the grave.
You're about to be 2 feet in the grave if you keep getting in the way of my plan.
Are you threatening me, little boy?
I'm just a little boy. I couldn't threaten you.
You look like you're at least 16 or 17 years old.
I'm a little baby.
This has taken a disturbing turn. Billy, do you have any other remarks for your voters? Because I feel like we should move on from your campaign. I feel like we've touched.
You touched me?
I didn't touch you. No.
You touched my little butthole?
Okay.
I heard you touched my friend Anthony Peach's little butthole and you looked at his pee-pee.
That is a lie. That is slanderous, and that is unacceptable. I will not.
Anthony hasn't come to school in a long time.
I heard he died.
Yeah, and the last one who spoke to him alive? You. I'm
feeling uncomfortable.
I'm starting to think you're part of this shadow organization.
No. Why would you say such a thing?
We need to stop the
I'm not a
interview.
shadow. I mean, yeah.
I don't want to disclose any more of my plan to you. Squadron Ho, take me home.
Oh my! The ground is shaking. There's no shit.
Goodbye, fool.
He just rode away on at least 12 to 15 moles. We'll be right. I will be back.
Boys will be boys. We're back.
We are back.
This is Ty and Brian.
This is Brian.
What? Anyway, in the light of many new Pokemon games coming out, we're gonna count down our top 3 Pokemon each.
Yes, we are.
So why don't you start with your number 3?
My number 3 is going to be Wartortle.
Again, we've had this discussion before. Brian likes really random, just middle of the road, not special
what people
at all.
don't understand is the second Pokemon in the chain of evolution has all the burden. Okay, they have all these
ugly.
They have these expectations to evolve one more time into this beautiful creature, I'm frankly sick of it.
Okay, mine is Dragonite, because he's a cool dragon, and I had a keychain since 2nd grade of Dragonite.
Dragons are a little boring, I think.
Okay, well, agree to disagree. Mine's special.
I
Yours
guess
is dumb.
We'll just
What's
have
your
to
number
agree
2?
to disagree. My second is going to be Graveler. Again, a number 2 pick.
That's like the least.
He's bigger than Geodude, if you haven't noticed.
He's also bigger than Golem, who he evolves into.
Exactly.
So you just like it because he's big?
Yeah. Big equals strong.
Why not like Onyx, which is like 100 feet tall?
Onyx, please.
Okay.
What's your number 2?
I'd have to say Articuno, legendary ice bird. Special.
What the fuck?
Rare.
Which? Articuno?
You've never...
Articuno? Is
that
that
was
his
an
name?
original one, yeah. That was one of the legendary
And what? He's ice?
Yes.
Articuno.
Kundo. Okay, we're going to take a quick segue. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, 1, 2, 3 in Spanish, Pokemon confirmed. What's your number 1?
Okay, this one is a toss-up. I might need your help with. So on the one hand, we have Muck. Of course, I know you. That was an obvious
what's
pick.
Muck backwards?
Come.
No? Just kidding. Or?
Oh yeah, the toss-up was obviously between Muck, and I know everyone is thinking it. The water dragon.
What?
The water dragon.
Dratini?
No, the one
Gyarados.
from Gyarados. The one that goes from a seahorse.
No, it goes from Magikarp to Gyarados.
What comes from the seahorse?
A bigger seahorse.
That's it?
Yeah.
I thought Gyarados came from the seahorse.
No, it comes from the orange fish, Magikarp. who's like really stupid.
The lame one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Brian is not as well versed in Pokemon
Look, it's
as I.
been
It's been a while.
20 years?
Since Pokemon originally came out.
Yeah, I got into it at a very young age. What's your number one?
Oh, I forgot that I hadn't gone. I like Howlucha. Fighting, bird type, who's a luchador.
I think we're done here.
Agreed. All right, boys will be boys. I am your co-host, Ty, and I'm here with our next guest, whom Brian booked on the show. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, I guess. My name's Zach.
Zach, it's a pleasure to meet you, I gotta say.
I guess.
What's got you down, buddy?
It's more like what doesn't got me down, Tyler.
Well, I'm asking what does got you down?
Where do I even start? Well, the other day I got this, like, inheritance from my great-grandfather for, $11 million, and
oh my god.
it's just been really bumming me out.
Were you close with your great-grandfather?
No, I didn't really know him, so it just kind of...
And he just left you $11 million?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Me too. It's kind of a lot to deal with right now.
Are you just overwhelmed? What's got... I feel like you should be really excited about this.
It's just so much money, and I've already bought so many things.
What did you buy?
I bought an animal. I bought
just an animal?
I bought a jaguar.
A jaguar.
Yeah.
Like a jagged wire?
No, the animal and the car.
Wait, both of them?
Yeah.
Was it like a package deal?
Yeah, the animal came in the car.
Have you been able to get the animal out of the car?
No, it just kind of likes to stay in there, so I don't really drive it. That's kind of what's been getting me down. I want to play with the Jaguar, but it wants to stay in the Jaguar.
Do you have the windows rolled down at least?
It's a convertible.
So it could just jump out at any time.
It could, but it doesn't.
Have you tried luring it out with like meats?
I tried to, but it doesn't work.
So this thing hasn't eaten?
It's eating the upholstery of the car.
Oh, that can't be healthy.
It's really been just bumming me out.
What else have you bought other than an animal?
I bought a palace.
A palace?
Yeah, that's where I'm living.
Okay. And is that around here?
Yeah, well, there's... Which one?
You have multiple palaces?
There's 6, but...
6 palaces?
They're all in Orange County, yeah.
Where in Orange County would there even be room for a palace?
Oh, you know, like Fullerton.
Fullerton is like packed. There wouldn't be room for a palace.
Well, I had to knock down some houses, but
wait, are you like a slumlord now?
I'm just really bummed. This whole thing has just been getting me down. I'm
an empathetic guy, and I'm trying to feel for you, but honestly, it sounds like you got the sweet end of this deal.
I have a lot of problems.
Like, what else is going on?
So, the other day, I went to this bar to drown my sorrows, and I ended up bringing home by accident almost these 2 fine ladies, and they wanted to do a threesome with me. So we did a threesome in my palace.
And that's it?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I just didn't think I had enough time to focus on each one.
So you feel like they might feel shortchanged?
Maybe one wanted attention on her breasts.
Is that what you've been thinking about?
And maybe I was focusing on her buttocks. I just can't handle it all. I'm just one man.
Each woman has 2 breasts and 2 butt cheeks.
That's just
8 targets.
It was a lot for me to handle.
Too much for one man?
No, they enjoyed it, and I wanted to enjoy it.
So you're telling me you had a satisfying
I had a very satisfying threesome in my palace.
But you're telling me that you're bummed out about this.
Yeah, it's just been getting me real down today.
I'm having a hard time feeling bad for you here.
I'm having a hard time feeling anything.
Okay, that might be the answer here.
Yeah.
Do you have like clinical depression or?
No, I'm as healthy as a baby ox. And
are baby oxen known to be healthy?
Yeah, I went to Africa on my plane and I studied oxen.
I'm pretty sure oxen are in America as well.
Yeah, but I went to Africa.
Just 'cause?
Yeah.
What else did you do in Africa besides study oxen? Or was that all you did?
I moved in with the local king.
The king of Africa?
No, let's not be silly.
Oh,
of course. He was the king of Nairobi.
Nairobi, okay.
The Nairobian king.
I feel really stupid. Is Nairobi real?
Of course it's real.
It sounds like the name of Jada Pinkett Smith's character from The Matrix.
Great. I produced that movie.
You produced The Matrix?
Yeah.
That came out 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, my great-grandfather died 18 years ago.
But didn't you say that you just got this inheritance?
Yeah, 18. I just got it 18 years ago.
Oh my god, so you've been living this good life for almost 20 years.
Yeah, pretty much. I produced The Matrix.
So you're like friends with the Wachowskis. Do you do any work with them anymore?
Yeah, I had them come over and build the wire system in my home that was used for all the fight scenes.
The Jaguar system?
No, the Matrix wires.
Wait, so they just built it in your house?
Yeah, I know there's a lot of wires to keep track of. But yeah, so pretty much whenever I want, I can float around like the one.
Like Neo.
Like Neo.
Do you still do any... Wait, I have so much to ask you.
I know, I'm sorry. I always get on everyone's nerves.
No, I mean, you're getting on my nerves because you're not happy with this
sorry.
amazing
Would you
life.
like me to do change? How can I change?
I don't know if you can. Just okay. So why did you have the Wachowski siblings come over to set up these wires? I don't think they were the stunt choreographers on The Matrix.
No, I worked closely with Keanu on the fight scenes, and I wanted to get extra time and offset, so we built it in my dining room.
Right, but you said that the Wachowskis themselves were the ones who built the wire set.
Well, they paid for it.
Oh, so you didn't even have to pay for this?
No, you
didn't have to dip into your treasure trove.
No.
Okay.
Well, my treasure trove's in San Diego, so I didn't have time to...
Do you have a legitimate treasure trove? Like...
Yeah, it's in Coronado Island.
It's like a cave with like golden doubloons and...
Yeah.
Like cursed pirate treasure.
I have a lot of doubloons.
A lot of doubloons? I bet it's so difficult to keep track of all those doubloons.
Yeah, well, I have a pirate guarding it.
A real pirate?
Yeah.
Like Jack Sparrow pirate? Or like...
No, like a Somalian pirate.
How do you know?
But I dressed him up like Jack
Sparrow.
Because I like that movie.
How much do you have to pay this guy to just live alone in this treasure cavern?
$500,000 a year.
That's pretty reasonable considering he can't have a life and he works 24/7.
Yeah.
So he's just willing to accept that.
Yeah.
So you're upset because you're paying, I guess it's a lot of money, but it's reasonable for what you're making him do.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay, if you're paying him, I was gonna say this is basically like indentured servitude bordering on slavery.
Well, when I went to... Okay, I have a confession to make.
Okay.
Do you remember when I told you my time with the Nairobian King?
Oh, right. I was going to ask more about that.
Yeah, well, I spent about 6 months in Africa studying the oxen, and I befriended the Nairobian King and brought him home with me, and I gave him a job guarding my treasure.
So, the Nairobian King is dressed up as Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
And you're paying him to just stay in a cave with a bunch of gold.
It's probably really boring, but I got him a boat.
Just a boat to like ride around on?
No, it doesn't work. It's just like one of those pirate ships that you can go spend the night on, but that never goes anywhere.
But
it's the Black Pearl. I bought it from the set.
From Jerry Bruckheimer and the Disney Studios?
Me and Jerry are really close.
Are you a film producer? Because you're close with the Wachowskis. You're close with Jerry Bruckheimer.
I almost produced Mission Impossible 2. That fell through.
Just Mission Impossible? None of the other ones?
I'm credited as an executive on Speed because of my connection to Keanu.
Connection.
Yeah.
What about Speed 2?
No, I had nothing to do with Speed 2. I wish. That was a dream project of mine to do Speed 2.
A real passion project.
Do you want to hear my outline for my... I already had a story written for Speed 2.
Okay.
It was Keanu Reeves gets himself stuck on a bulldozer that if it goes below 3 miles an hour, it explodes.
That seems like it would be pretty easy to circumvent. You could just...
How?
You can walk faster than 3 miles an hour, so he just hops off and goes and gets help. Before that, all he has to do is get to like a long like stretch of road.
That hadn't occurred to me.
Just another personal and professional failure for you, Zach.
Yeah, I still got paid for the script though, so it's okay.
Wait. So they never produced this.
They bought the script, but it never came to fruition.
So you got $11 million from your grandpa.
Yeah.
Probably a couple million from like script writing in general.
Well, I invested in Apple around 2005 or so.
Apple computers?
No, the fruit.
You know, that's a huge market.
The Apple does pretty well because you can always grow new ones.
It's true.
So I took that 11 million from my great grandfather and turned it into 300 million.
Is your last name Appleseed, but perchance?
No.
Oh. For some reason I thought perhaps your great-grandfather was Johnny Appleseed.
So you thought someone would name me Zach Appleseed?
I thought that could have been funny, but I guess not. We'll just
It would have been funny, but hardly realistic.
Okay. So what other films have you produced?
Oh boy, where do I even begin?
Probably at the beginning of your filmography.
You know that movie where the train is coming towards the screen?
The one with Denzel Washington?
Yeah, the one about the Chrysler building. Yeah. I didn't produce that. I just really like that movie.
Do you know what it's called?
It's called Gotta Stop That Train.
Collision Course? Collateral?
Next stop. Chrysler
Choo-choo,
building. All aboard the murder.
Ticket, please.
Chris Pine is in that movie.
Yeah, Chris Pine is in it.
Yeah.
So, what other extravagant purchases have you made with this? Beyond 6 palaces, which you got for $11 million. For 6 palaces, I feel like one palace would cost more than $11 million.
I flip them.
Oh, you flip palaces.
Yeah.
Have you been making money off of that?
I've been doing okay.
Are you sick? Zach.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you got real red there.
I did a lot of drugs last night.
What drugs do you do?
Cocaine. And a new one that I made.
You made a new drug?
Yeah, that's another revenue stream for me.
What does it do?
It makes you feel really happy.
So like ecstasy?
Yeah.
So you just did ecstasy?
Yeah. I did a lot of ecstasy.
And you produce your own and you sell it.
I have the Nairobi.
You have the Nairobi King in Coronado Island, both guarding your treasure and selling ecstasy.
Yeah.
Do you have to? Do you have to pay him another salary, or is this included?
No, it's a separate salary. He gets to keep 60% of the profits from the ecstasy.
I guess that's a pretty good deal for him.
I like to think I'm a fair businessman.
Do you have any other upcoming projects that you want to talk about, maybe?
Yeah, I'm working on buying the state of Washington right now.
Just the state of Washington, not D.C.?
No, just Washington State.
Okay, start there.
Yeah, and then
what
I
would
was
you
gonna
do
work
with
my way
Washington
down.
State?
Well, I'd buy it, and like I just said, and then I'd own Washington State.
But what would you...
I don't know. I figure I can produce fight scenes there. Maybe build a palace or flip one.
You know, there are a lot of pretty nice wooden areas.
Have I told you about my time in Japan?
You haven't.
I was in Japan for the last 8 years, studying to be a samurai.
You can study to be a samurai?
Yeah.
So you're a samurai as we speak?
I guess. It's kind of... Yeah.
I feel like one of the main tenets of being a samurai is non-materialism. And you seem like a pretty materialistic guy.
It's kind of a bummer.
So you're failing as a samurai in that you're succeeding in capitalism.
Yeah. And I'm really built.
Yeah.
And I don't work out.
So are you upset that it's restricting your movement? That you're so muscular?
No, it kind of makes everything easier.
So why are you upset about it?
I don't know. It just seems like my money could be going to these gym subscriptions.
But you don't need the gym subscriptions.
I know.
Okay. I feel like we've talked enough. We might have you on later.
That would be nice.
Okay, I guess I hope you feel better. Did being on the show help at all?
I have to say, I feel a little bit better now, but I need to go feed Priscilla.
The jaguar?
Yeah.
Okay, you go feed Priscilla. I still don't feel bad for you at all.
Well, we will agree to disagree. I guess I'll just...
yeah, I agree to disagree.
I'll take the plane home.
Oh my god. We're back. As promised, we're going to hear a little bit more from Love, my new cat.
Let's hear it.
Love, how have you been enjoying living with...
Ty! Oh my god! Geppetto?
Hey, it's me, Geppetto.
What the fuck?
I taken this little kitty for myself.
No, that's Ty's cat.
Come along, little kitty.
No, don't take her.
I will skin you if you do not obey
Geppetto!
me.
Geppetto!
Goodbye.
Geppetto!
Oh my god.
Ty.
Did Geppetto just take my cat?
Yeah, he just kicked in the door, knocked you out, grabbed little Love.
I saw he had automaton little puppet boys come in here.
Yeah, he was wearing them around his neck like
the apartment.
Yeah.
Ah.
What was that all about?
I don't know. We have been sort of getting on to him a little bit about how he's orchestrating things that are happening.
He does seem to be behind some pretty sinister things.
You know, last season wasn't the best for both of us. Although I'm now immortal, my longtime girlfriend Julia is dead.
We know this.
Other bad things happened. Anthony Peaches was skinned alive.
You know what? Here's what I think. We need to do this for Anthony Peaches. We need to find out what's going on here.
We need to...
Something's up with Geppetto.
Yeah, somebody's pulling all the strings.
It's Geppetto.